Welcome back to The Deep Dive, where we take the sources you share and turn them into instant expertise.
Today, we are taking a fascinating detour.
We really are. We're going off the well-trodden Nordic path and diving deep into a city that might not be on your radar yet, but, well, it absolutely should be. Tampere, Finland.
It's a city that often gets overshadowed by, say, Helsinki or Turku, but it's a major center.
Right.
It's Finland's second largest urban area, about 180 kilometers north of the capital.
So not a huge trip from Helsinki then?
No, not at all.
Wow.
It's a really comfortable 90-minute, maybe 2-hour train ride, but it's its own unique beast, both geographically and, historically.
And the sources signal that history right away with this incredible nickname, the Manchester of Finland, or sometimes you see Manchester of the North. When you hear Manchester, you instantly know we're talking about industry, right? Textile mills, grit.
That's its foundation, exactly. That industrial past is still so visible. You see it in the gorgeous red brick architecture, and you can feel it from the sheer power of the Tampere Rapids right in the center.
But it's not a museum piece.
No, and that's what makes it so special. It's how successfully Tampere has integrated that heritage with this really vibrant, forward-thinking, modern scene, especially in culture, food, and design.
So that's our mission today. We're going to unpack that unique blend. We've pulled all the key nuggets from your sources to reveal the city's cultural secrets, the world-class food, and yes, we have to talk about the legendary monkey.
Oh, we have to.
And its hidden gems that really establish Tampere as the perfect 2 to 3 day Finnish getaway. Okay, so let's start at the beginning, the literal foundation. Why did industry explode here?
It all comes down to geography.
Yeah.
And water. Tampere is in this unique spot right between two huge lakes.
Okay.
You've got Lake Nesijärvi to the north and Pyhäjärvi to the south. But here's the crucial detail, the thing that drove all the early investment.
What's that?
There's an 18-meter difference in the water level between them.
18 meters? That's a huge drop. That's not just scenery, that's raw power.
Exactly. Raw, exploitable kinetic energy. That difference creates the Tampere Rapids, which cut right through the city. And for early industrialists, that was just irresistible. The whole thing started in 1820 with a Scottish pioneer, James Finlayson, and his textile factory.
And it seems like that energy didn't just fuel growth, it really drove modernization at a crazy speed. I mean, the sources say Tampere was the first Nordic city to get electric lighting for general use.
All the way back in 1882.
Wow, that is a massive leap for a regional town back then.
It really is. It just speaks to the confidence and the investment the city attracted. And what I find so cool is that this history isn't, hidden away, it's physically preserved. That red brick industrial vibe is the city's identity.
So for a visitor, where do you go to really feel that industrial scale?
You have to go straight to the museum center of Vaprijki. What's amazing is that Vaprijki is the history.
It's not just about the history.
Right. It's housed in this monumental old Tampere factory hall. Parts of it date back to the 1880s, right there in the heart of the rapids.
And the scale is just immense. I saw that the largest hall is 100 meters long and 16 meters high. 100 meters is a football field.
It is. That scale gives you a real physical sense of the power the textile and machine industries once had there. And Vaprijki uses that space so well. It's not just one museum, it's like 10 exhibitions at once, covering history, science, technology.
Yeah.
It's the anchor for the whole story of Finnish industrialization.
Okay, so the rapids energy flows into industry, but where does that energy flow next? It seems like culture became the city's next power source, specifically music.
Yes.
We're told Tampere is often called Finland's music capital. It has the most live gigs per capita.
That claim is built on something called Mansirock.
Yeah.
This is a really crucial piece of its cultural history.
Okay, what is Mansirock?
It's basically the wave of Finnish language rock that started here in the mid-70s. While bands in Helsinki were mostly singing in English, trying to be international, Tampere artists were pioneering rock music in their own language.
And that really kicked off with one artist in particular, right? Juhani Juusleskinen?
Juusleskinen and Coitus Interruptus. Their first album dropped in 1973. It was a local thing that just exploded and ended up defining a national sound.
And that legacy is deep. We're talking about bands that are still legends today.
Absolutely. Bands like Epu Normali and Popeda. They came from that scene. And they can still sell out the city's Ratina Stadium today, decades later.
And the city has kept pace, building these incredible venues. There's Tampere Hall, which is just massive.
The largest Congress center in the Nordics. It's home to the Tampere Philharmonia and the Opera.
And then there's the new statement piece.
The Nokia Arena. Opened in 2021, 15,000 capacity. This has really cemented Tampere as a required stop for major international tours. It solidifies that music capital title.
Beyond the big arenas, the festival scene is huge too.
Oh yeah, you've got the Tampere Jazz happening, which is globally recognized, Tamerfest in the summer, and the huge EDM festival, Blockfest.
So music is one cultural pillar, but Tampere has another one. It's a major theater city.
It really is. It supports 2 big institutional stages, plus a bunch of smaller, more specialized companies. And they offer this wonderful contrast.
How so?
Well, first you have the Tampere Workers' Theater. Everyone just calls it Taivas.
Taivas, okay.
And it does this great balancing act. On one hand, you have these huge crowd-pleasing musicals, like the production of Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
But they stay committed to staging really important, socially engaged drama, too.
And for visitors, I saw that those big musicals often have English subtitles.
They do, which is a huge help. Then you have the Tampere Theater, and they are known for being bold, for really challenging norms, especially around gender in classical plays.
That's fascinating. The Nates mentioned their gender-neutral casting in The Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, with Element 10 and playing Frodo. And they continue that with productions like Romeo and Juliet, which also have English subtitles on some nights. So this is a city where theater isn't some dusty tradition, it's alive and challenging.
And it gets even more specific with the smaller stages.
Right. You have Aha Theater, which focuses on kids and young adults, and they tackle really heavy themes. Bullying, abuse, but with this incredible warmth.
And on the other end of the spectrum,
Theater Superior. They are producing uncompromising, highly experimental art, stuff that's designed to make you think, maybe even disturb you into a new perspective.
that is quite the range. From challenging drama to, well, what we have to discuss next, the Moomins.
Of course.
Tampere is home to the world's only Moomin museum.
And it's a huge cultural pillar for the city, located right in Tampere Hall. It's dedicated entirely to Tove Jansson's original art and illustrations. It's a very experiential museum. You feel like you're stepping right into Moomin Valley.
The details sound incredible. You can literally step inside the Hobgoblin's at, but the centerpiece, the star of the whole thing, has to be the Moomin house.
Well, it's phenomenal. It's 5 stories high, 2 meters tall.
And it was built by Tove Jansson herself.
By her partner Taliki Pietle, and some friends. They spent 3 years crafting it. It's this enchanting, incredibly detailed model you won't find anywhere else in the world.
And they're building on that legacy for the Moomin 80th anniversary in 2025.
Yes, with new exhibitions and, significantly, a queer-themed guided tour called Love, Desire, and Identity that explores Tove Jansson's life. It really connects the art to the artist.
And that Moomin connection is woven all through the city, even into how they handle the dark winter.
Right, with the Festival of Light. It runs from late October through January, sometimes February, and it started way back in 1966.
It opens with the dancing fountain show, and the whole city center is just lit up with chandeliers and these adorable Moomin-themed displays.
And for the 80th anniversary, the 2025 Light Gallery will feature 15 light artworks projected onto buildings, all based on Jansson's very first Moomin story. It turns the whole downtown into an illuminated walking tour.